Introducing MetricStream M7 Enterprise Risk Management app for high-performing organizations. A user experience that is engaging, efficient, and personalized, helping you streamline and strengthen the risk process across the organization. Let's take a look at the M7 Enterprise Risk Management app. The M7 ERM apps come pre-packaged with contextual dashboard with the most important information highlighted for various roles in your organization, such as CRO, risk manager, and risk officers. The home page is the default landing page, which is like a personalized start page that allows users to design their own layout with the kind of information they want to see based on their unique needs. You can simply add, remove, or move things around to create a view of your choice. Multiple reports and dashboards provide a quick overview of the risk data. These insights range from risk profile, trend of residual risk over a period of time, and issues identified and being worked upon to mitigate risks. New metric card summarizes key risk matrices and help derive insights. You can also drill down into any of these reports to get more details. You can also use frameworks like Hovercard to help you get to additional relevant information. You can search for risk information, access your calendar, tasks, and profile details. This helps accomplish tasks easily and efficiently while seamlessly collaborating and sharing information with other users. Libraries help in defining and maintaining a centralized structure of enterprise risk. You can view or create all the critical libraries such as processes, controls, or risks which are essential to effectively run the ERM program. The ERM program manager or users with appropriate rights can create libraries using the option available. To create a library object, use the form. In this risk form, you can find the details section to provide the risk name, description, categorization, and validity. Use the ownership and security section to specify the owner organization, risk owner. You can also select one level or two levels of approval as required. Use the relationship section to associate one or more relationship framework with the risk, such as control, processes, organizational unit, etc. Use the additional details section to add any relevant documents to the risk that you're creating. After filling the form, this form can be sent for review or approval. The MetricStream solution provides unique and flexible data visualization capabilities. Data can be viewed through Data Browser or Data Explorer functionality for advanced data visualization. The Data Browser allows data filtering and viewing multidimensional tree-based data navigation for risk, controls, processes, functions, issues, etc. The Data Explorer helps in visualizing the risk data and its hierarchy and provide information from a 360-degree perspective through a mind map-styled exploratory data visualization tool. Here, you can easily explore GRC objects in the system and understand the underlying relationship between these objects. So I can pick the risk that I would like to analyze and bring it into the focus and view related information. The great thing about this data model is you can keep drilling through this and see linked elements. For new users within the application, you have Take the Tour function that allows you to get a quick guidance about what you can do within the application. You can plan, schedule, and perform risk assessment with a simple and intuitive user interface that enables both top-down and bottom-up approaches. You can manage simple assessments by rating a risk or advanced assessments using multiple factors and advanced risk scoring to meet variations in the risk assessment methodologies, which could be across business units, regions, or products. You can also add or delete risk and controls on the fly while performing an assessment. For creating a new assessment, you can use the form. You can specify a plan name, select an appropriate perspective, specify whether the assessment is a scheduled or an ongoing assessment, define one or more assessment scopes, and assign appropriate users for performing and approving assessments. You can also design control test plans and assessments and rate the operational and design effectiveness of the control by leveraging questionnaires and surveys as required. For performing a risk assessment, you can expand on the desired form and click on the risk name. You can provide factor ratings in inherent and residual section as applicable. You can also provide control effectiveness rating and also add comments or justification wherever necessary. You can also capture any finding during the assessment as issue So provide the title and description of the issue. You can classify, provide the ownership and approver, and relate it to any other GRC object. In the additional details section, you can also add any additional comments or notes and attach any justification documents and submit the form for approval. In the matrix section, you can quickly and easily define key risk indicators for organization, process, or risk. You can specify upper or lower thresholds, schedule data collection, and send assignments to data owners. You can measure and track KRIs, KCIs, or KPIs. You can set threshold to identify any potential threat and mitigate them in advance. You can send alerts and notification on any breach to relevant personnel for faster decision making. In the issues section, you can view different issues and action information through reports and charts. You can log in new issue and create and assign new actions. You can mark issues for remediation and disclosure and assign it to owners within the business. A systematic mechanism of remediation and disclosure gets triggered by the underlying workflow. To create a new issue, use the form. In the issues form, you can provide the title and description. You can classify the issue in terms of type, rating. You can provide the source type. Also capture the ownership details. You can also add other relationship, essentially providing the broader impact of the issue on the organization. You can define the action plan. In the additional details section, you can provide additional details related to the issue and add any supporting documents. And after filling the form, you can send it for review or approval. Through reports, you can access real-time information, view risk by organization, product, process, or risk category. You can slice and dice the data using Easy Filter and track the movement of risk from inherent to residual based on the effectiveness of the controls. You can also gain 360-degree view of your program through advanced visualization of key matrices. You can define the logic for computing inherent and residual risk scores and analyze them through heat maps. You can aggregate the score based on average, worst case scenario, and best case scenarios, and roll up the scores to an assessed organization, objective, product, or process. On the status page, these charts provide quick overview of the counts of tasks in different stages. This will help follow up and tracking these tasks to closure. With that, you have come to the end of our demonstration. Thank you.